Hello everyone, this is Julian Deville from Graphics. Today we will have a look on how to use photogrammetry to make some low poly assets in Blender with photoscan and instant mesh. So first of all, here is the result we will have. So it's a rock that I did generate with pictures, so photos that I made, and here in render view. So you can see there is not a lot of vertices, just 1000 and something, but you can make it more low poly as well. And here you have the color map. Okay, without color map you can see the normal map alone, and without normal map the low poly itself. So you can see the result here we will have, and you can see it makes quite very good assets and very photorealistic look. So now what we will do, I will show you this. So here is how I did use the assets recently. So I did add this asset here. As you can see, it's a rock that we will do today. After I did add the fern, then the dinosaur, and you can find all this package in the last training I made. For now it's in French, but soon it will be in English next month, and I put the link on the links of the video. So for now, let's have a look on the workflow. The workflow will be this. So we will shoot the pictures, and I will show you how to shoot the picture well and not to make mistakes on it. Second part will be to generate a high poly with photoscan. Okay, we will use photoscan. There are others possibilities to make photo scanning, so photogrammetry, but you can really have a look on this one. It's a free trial for 30 days and it's not that expensive, so it's really a good try if you want to use something not too much difficult to use. Here we have on third how to clean the high poly mesh with Blender. So we will remove everything we don't want and we will clean the topology, and then after we will use instant mesh to make a retopology, automatic retopology, and finally come back in Blender and make texture baking and shaders. So maybe it will take 2 or 3 videos. I think 2 will be okay. So first of all, let's have a look on how to shoot pictures. So first of all, let's have a look on what to do and what to not do when you make the shooting of the pictures. So first of all, if your object will have some glossiness or some reflective parts like that, it will be a problem, and the software will not can understand what is really the topology of it. So it will not understand, because every angle will change, every reflex, and everything will change for him. So if you have reflections or glossiness like this in the skin, can be a problem too. So it will not work at all. So you have the possibility to paint it with some non-shiny paint, but really it's not a good idea to test it with glossiness. From my test, it's not really a good idea. First. Second, if it's transparent, it doesn't work too. So everything with glasses, with everything with transparency will not work. So the same, the software will not understand really the geometry, because it has some information that has some refraction. So for that, you cannot make blurry images, and if you do an image set and that inside there is 2 or 3 images that are blurry, it will not work. So be careful of not moving too much, make a good focus. For example, this one has a bad focus on the head, and so it will not work for this kind of picture too. Sunny. If it's sunny, like this picture or this picture, for example, if you take images in a sunny day, it will be complicated too, because after you will have to put light again on the 3D software you will use to make the shading and the shaders. And so if there is already in the color map light informations, it will not work, especially with direct light. So with sunlight, every direct light, it will not work. You have an example here for rocks, because we will work with rocks, and here you can see very dark areas that the software will not be able to understand this part. So this is what to not do. Now let's have a look on how to shoot, just for different examples. Okay, so here let's imagine I will show that in Blender. Let's imagine you are in the real world and that Susan is the subject that you want to shoot. And so first of all, you have to put you start from the front here, okay, and you will take two angles. One is like that and one almost 45 degrees. Then after you repeat that like a clock, like that. So in the end it will be 28 shots like this, and you have to take here on the top too, maybe 2 or 3 pictures. Try to respect the distance always, the same distance, and every time so you shoot on front, you make one step on the left or on the right, and you continue like that, and you turn around your subject. So it will work like that for any kind of rocks or statues or things that you can shoot outside. If you have to shoot inside and that you can move the object, another possibility is to put only this, like you have 2 angles and your camera will stay here always, okay, and you turn the object like that, okay, every 15 degrees step, and like this you will have your set of pictures. So we can see here I did try to respect all of this in the shots I made. We can see a rock not far from home, so okay, you can start like this, and you can see that I turn around with 2 angles each time, and in the end I take maybe 1 or 2 pictures of the top. Pop, pop, pop. Okay, yeah, the one on the top, and that's it. You need only this. You can use your camera in manual mode with all the automatic options removed, because if your camera change a setting during the shooting, maybe the software after will not recognize the little details on your rock. For example, what will do the software is to take, for example, this picture. There is this little point here and this little point here, and for example the next picture you will see them again, okay, and it will take these points as references to build the 3D structure of the mesh. So if you don't have these points the same exact color, like it can change if your camera changes the automatic features into your shooting options. So it will not be possible for the software to recognize it. So that's why put everything in manual mode and don't change everything. If you have a good option, the light is good, okay, you put it during all the shooting like that. And that's it for the shooting. Okay, second part of this tutorial, we will have a look on how to make the high poly mesh in Photoscan. So Photoscan, you can just have a try and download it. You will have 30 days to try it. It will be a good first experience if you want to use photogrammetry. And here we will create a new workspace, a new chunk, and then here open the pictures we have. So we will select everything like this and open. And the first thing you will have to do is to go to workflow and align photos. You can set it as medium. Here is okay. And if you see that there are some problems, maybe you can set it to high, but maybe medium for start is a good point. And 500,000 for key point limits and type on limit 20,000. It will be good. And then you just click OK. You wait a little, and when it's done, I come back to you. So here is the result. So the blue little squares represent where the camera was during the shooting, and here you have the subject that we want to keep, and all the rest it's part of the environment. So we want to keep only this. So the navigation is a little tricky because the orientation of the model is not really good. Each time I did work on it, it's not really easy to work. But the left click you turn around, okay, and the right click you just move. So here we will select what we want to keep with a kind of lasso tool, okay, and it will select this, and we want to keep it. So what we will do, we'll go to edit and invert selection, and then after we will just remove with delete, okay, and then after you will have only the rock itself. If you want to navigate again, you come here, and with the left click you can turn around your model, okay. You can here, for example, all part of the ground I want to remove. I will do that. I will select everything I don't want, like this, and remove it with delete. Again, the other side maybe. The other side seems cleaner, but I can do a little more work here, I guess. Good. And then remove it again. Okay, so this is the first step. So here it's a point cloud, and what we will do now, it's with this we will generate a dense point cloud that will be far more accurate. So let's go with that. We will go to workflow and build dense cloud. So you can set the quality to high, medium. Me, I take medium because I don't want to lose too much time for that. But if you take high, it will take more time and you will have maybe a better result. But medium for the test I did make was okay for this kind of work. So we go with that. I do okay, and I come back to you after. Okay, it's finished. So you will tell me nothing happened really. It's not really interesting what you tell me, Julian. No, you can find it here. So here now you can have a better result than before. Okay, as you can see, it has far more details. Some little artifact here that we will have to remove, but for the rest everything is going well, I think. One little trick that you can use with this software is going to tools. If you if you want to compute faster, you just go there and you go to GPU and you enable your GPU if you have good GPU cards. It can help a lot. Here I have two 6GB cards, so it helps a lot for the process. Okay, then we will do more or less the same thing but with a little more accuracy. So I take these two and again I select everything on the ground that I don't want, okay, and remove it with delete. Okay, when I want to navigate again, I come back here, take the right angle. It's a little difficult in this software to navigate, as I told you, but if you are used to Blender, you will understand a little what I talk about. Okay, I remove that. Same thing here, I will cut what I don't need. So if, for example, you had some problems in the last step to create a non-dense cloud, it's usually because your shooting is not right. So it's because maybe you don't have enough pictures or not enough good quality pictures. Anyway, you have to go back to your shooting when it's happened. Okay. And what is good with this software is, I did use a Canon 700D, I think, to make this, to make the pictures. But I think even with a good smartphone, it will make the job. Just remember to use your manual mode. Okay, I remove all of that, and now it will be clean and nice. Okay, so now we have our dense cloud, and we will use this, maybe here a little to remove again. Okay, good. And so now we will use this dense cloud to build a mesh. So what we do, we go to workflow again and we take the next one, build mesh. Okay, we have different possibilities. Here it's medium, 100 and something. High, we will take high this time to have a good mesh to work on it. Okay, in advance you can set everything like by default and say okay, and when it's done I come back to you. So okay, after computing, now we can see the mesh here. Okay, so you can see the result, and if I did choose high quality when I did build the dense mesh, the dense cloud, it will be even better here, but we have far enough to work with. Okay, and now we will build the texture. So let's go for that. Workflow, build texture. Seems easy, huh? Actually, it's easy. It's just you have to know what to do. You click on OK and you wait a little. Okay, and when it's done, you just have to click here to see the result. And as you can see, the texture is very nice, very precise. So we can work on it now. Sorry for that. So yeah, here is the texture. It's really nice, very precise. We have all the information we want, and now we will export that and open it into Blender. So we will go there, export model. Here I did already export so I did call it rock 1 here and save here. And after, you will have everything done for generating your high poly mesh. So that's it. Next step is in Blender.